Everybody to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us, man. We got a heck of a matchup here, man. The Pittsburgh Steelers at 5-3. They finally got back to playing some Steeler football last week. Not only was the offense clicking, but that defense looked about as good as it has seen all season long, man. And now for the LA Chargers, man, they are 6-3, trying to keep pace with the Denver Broncos and trying to hold off the Kansas City Chiefs, who are right behind them. So, man, it's going to be a competitive game. Two AFC teams that are trying to get to the playoffs here, trying to find some success. Both of these franchises have had great players, great success, even in the last 10 years, roughly. But man, dude, it has been a struggle to be able to win in January into February. And that is what they're trying to build right now in November. And we'll see how it starts out. So, heck of a game we have for you. It's going to start off in about a minute or two. So, thank you so much for joining us, man. If you guys are brand new to the channel, first off, thank you. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel, helps out the video. Plus, it's a free way to support this channel as well. Thank you so much, man. And if you're returning, man, welcome, welcome. Please make sure you guys hit up the chat, man. The game could be great. The commentary could be good. But at the end of the day, the chat is what really carries these streams, man. So if you have a chance, man, please hit us up. Let me know who your favorite team is. Who are you rooting for in this game? And, hey, man, we talk about anything on the stream. Earlier today, we were talking about burritos. So let me know what your favorite burrito is. So, yeah, man, regardless, so right now we're on a commercial break. I believe, let me make sure I'm not in delayed. There we go. All right. So we're going to look at some statistics that I kind of was looking at, something to look forward to in this game. So, bam, right here, man. So, coming into this game, the Pittsburgh defense averaging 278 yards given up on defense. That is dead last in the NFL versus the Chargers only giving up 177 yards through the air. That is good for third in the NFL, man. So two very different pass defenses that we're going to see. Let's see if that affects anything. Granted, against the run, Steelers 14th, giving up 106 yards on the ground. And then the Chargers 110 17. So kind of in the middle right there of the NFL. So both of these teams should be able to run fairly well. And if they can get some play action going, it might help out that pass offense as well. Both of these teams, the Steelers, man, they may not be one of the best teams in terms of yardage, in terms of defense. But, man, they are second in the NFL with 16 turnovers, 8 fumbles, and 8 interceptions, while the Chargers total have only recorded 8 takeaways defensively. That is 22nd in the NFL, so something to look out for here. And then finally, the last two stats, basically touchdowns given up. The Pittsburgh Steelers have given up 20 touchdowns, 14 through the air, 6 on the ground. That is 26th in the NFL. And then for the Chargers, I actually might have made a mistake here when it comes to the numbers, so I will look those up later. So we'll move on to the percentage, red zone percentage. How many times are teams getting into the red zone and coming away with points? For the Chargers, they are 4th in the NFL with 48.3. So less than half the time, man, they're not giving up anything in the red zone. And then finally, for the Steelers, still in the top 10, 53.3. Some really, really good red zone defenses here tonight. So that is something to look out for. They might give up some yards, but they're not giving up a whole lot of points when the teams get into that red zone. Let's go. There we go. Welcome, welcome, man. Right now they're talking to Keenan Allen there on the sidelines. We're about to kick it off. Look at that, man. Antonio Gates. Let's freaking go. Freaking Chargers legend for sure. let's see who is going to start out with the ball here. All right, looks like the Chargers are going to kick it off here to the Pittsburgh Steelers to start this game out. Dicker the kicker. About to put this one in the air. Let's check it out. And this one goes, whoa, jeez. So another great kick goes out of bounds. And the Steelers are going to have some great field position here. So we get a couple corrections here. So I said that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers were 28th in total touchdowns. They're actually 18th. So I must have missed a number there. They've given up 21 total touchdowns. Obviously, I think one of those is special teams. And then the Chargers are actually right, basically, let me see here. Steelers 15th, and then the Chargers 14th. So basically right there with each other, man. So a couple penalties here. This one on Pittsburgh now on the first play, false start. It's nice to know that I'm not the only one making mistakes today. Holy cow. Right on, man. Let's freaking go. We got 5 people watching right now. Let's freaking go. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Once again, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Helps out the video, helps out the channel. Plus, it's a free way to help out this channel, man. Way to support us. Thank you. All right, the ball will be pushed back to the 35 after the false start on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 15. Taking forever to get this reset here. Come on. But yeah, man, let me know who you want to win, who you're looking forward to. And let me know, man. Let me know anything about these teams. Something you want me to talk about. Let's go. Sunday night, baby. We did 3 games so far, man. This is our 3rd one today. And it's been fun, man. The chat has been absolutely killing it today. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. 1st and 15. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to the left. Rodgers looking. Dumps it underneath to his running back who spins his way for a gain of 2. Literally snatching that one from the turf. Rodgers tapping his chest saying, that's on me, man. That was not a good throw. 17 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers so far. That is the most for a Pittsburgh quarterback in the last 4 years, man. You have to go back to 2021. All right. 2nd and 12. Quick throw to the right. Great route up the seam. Does not pick up a first down, but picks up about 7, maybe 8 there. All right, we got 3rd down for Rodgers. Ball at the 46. They need to get it to the 50 for a first down. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers to the left. Looking. Pumps. Scrambling, runs, and that'll be incomplete. The Chargers putting some pressure on the future Hall of Famer, man. And unfortunately for Pittsburgh, man, that penalty, that false start that moved him back 5 yards, costing him here on 3rd and 4. So it's going to be a quick 3 and out for the Steelers. And it'll be fair cut inside the 15, down near the 12. All right, man, we're going to see Justin Herbert. So this offense has been a little bit more consistent on offense ever since Ladd McConkey. He's kind of regained his form. The first month, man, was rough for this kid. I don't think he scored a single touchdown. I think his best game at that point was like maybe 30 yards with like 3 or 4 catches. But he has been really coming on. Justin under center, hands it off to the right. And it's going to go for just a yard there. Kamini Vidal, man, has had a couple good games, but he's also had some bad games. So it's kind of been up and down. We'll see if it's going to be up today for the Chargers. All right, 2nd and 8. Play action, rolling out to his right, and he's going to be throwing it, and it's going to be dropped for a loss of 1. And that's Echoes, man, doing a heck of a job one-on-one, bringing down the receiver for a loss. All right, 4 receiver set, 3 to the right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left, ball at the 11-yard line. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Throws, gets it out, and that's going to be incomplete. And I think that was to the rookie tight end, Gadsden, unable to haul that one in. Right through his hands, man. That would have been a big, big catch for a first down. All right, man. Both of these offenses going 3 and out. Obviously, the Steelers had some great field position. Yeah, but for the Chargers, man, they're going to have to punt this one deep in their own territory. Hopefully, it's a solid punt, and it is not. Steelers are going to get the ball in Chargers territory, probably ahead of the 45. Let's see where they mark it off. Right now, they're kind of oscillating back and forth between the 46 and 45, but we'll see when we come back. And that was J.K. Scott, man, a former, 6th round draft pick for the Green Bay Packers. He did not do well when he was in Green Bay. Had a couple good games, but unfortunately, once it got cold, man, those kicks really, really struggling. Sorry, just trying to organize a few things here, but there we go. Perfect. All right. Seastrom! Seastrom! What's going on? David, let's go. Let's find out if I'll regret picking the Chargers. Oh boy. David, moo. Got cows in here? Holy cow. Where's that a boo? Well, I mean, the B and the M are kind of close. I don't know if you meant boo or if you meant moo. Oh, come on. Just looking for my phone here. Come on. There we go. All right, baby. We're back. Pittsburgh with the ball offensively. They're going to have the ball at the 46 of the Chargers, I should say. So 1st and 10. Rodgers with a handoff. Warren going, and he will pick up about 3, maybe 4 on that run to the right. Second and 6. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers on that left side. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and that goes basically nowhere. Picks up a yard on the play. 3rd down coming up for the Steelers. All right, 3rd and 5. Ball just shy of the 40. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers on that left side as well. Rodgers looking, has a little bit of time, gets out of the pocket, throws it deep down the field, and overthrows Metcalf. Just missed him, man. And there is Rodgers yelling again. I don't know what he's yelling about. He's the one that missed him. I get it. There was pressure, man, but you're going up against one of the best defenses in the NFL right now, or one of the better, I should say, defenses. I mean, yeah, dude, that's Boswell's kick is good, man. 59-yarder for one of the best kickers in the NFL. I almost picked up Boswell this week because I liked his matchup. Plus, he was looking pretty solid throughout the last month and a half. I decided to stick with Eddie Pinheiro, who is also one of the better kickers in fantasy, at least. And Eddie only had 2 points, and Boswell already with that single kick has more than doubled what Eddie Pinheiro was able to do. So disappointing. Daniel Barris, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Hello, everybody. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Daniel, man, who you picking to win today, man? Let me know. right, man. Chargers picking it up inside their own 5 on the kickoff, getting it down to the 25, down and across the 30, man, down to the 32. All right, we got 1st and 10, ball at the 31 officially. So Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his right, looking, throwing it deep down the field, and just misses Ladd McConkey deep down the field, man. Ooh. It literally just barely glanced off the tips of his fingers, man. All right, 2nd and 10, 5 receiver set, 3 to the left. Quick throw, gets it out to Quentin Johnston, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down. 3rd down coming up. Herbert tying his shoes. All right, QB sneak, and this one does not get it, man. Give the Steelers credit, man. That is going to be a 4th and 1 coming up for the Chargers. Just no movement on that line. It was like Hardball saying, why did they push him back? All right, Chargers doing it again. And they finally get it here, man. Boom, got it. 4th and 1 converted. And that was the big man, the fullback, Matlock, doing what looked like the most work I've seen on one of those tush pushes, man. He basically was just shoving Herbert across. So 1st and 10. Herbert under center, single back in the backfield. Toss up the middle here, and that is going to pick up a yard, if that. Herbert looking, pressure, finds the rookie tight end Gadsden for a pickup of about 5 there. Sets up a 3rd and 3, maybe. Heck of a freaking catch there. Holy cow, man. Basically diving for that one. Yeah, Oronde Gadsden, man. 22-year-old out of Syracuse. 5th round pick, man. For his size, they might have gotten a steal here. 3rd and 3, ball at the 49. Looking, pressured, throws, and he's nearly intercepted. Basically threw it right at the defender, man. What the heck was that? I meant Moo. Moo it is, my man. Moo it is. Yeah, that was Joey Porter, man, just having that pass just bounce right off his chest. Yeah, from the looks of it, Herbert did not see Joey Porter just literally right there. All right, punt is away, and it's going to be a lot better this time. Able to get a nice bounce, and it will be down inside the 10-yard line, down near the 6. All right, a little bit of a slow start for both of these offenses. We're 6:47 left in the first here, so a little bit midway through the first quarter, and we only got 3 to show. Come on. And David, who did you pick for this game, my man? Let me know. Let me know. Because Seastrom, you said the Chargers, man. It's a risky proposition, my man. You got a lot more faith in the Chargers than I do. And just a reminder, man, we're talking about the worst ranked pass defense going up against one of the better pass ranked defenses in the NFL. And then both of these teams kind of middle of the road when it comes to stopping the run. Turnovers have been one of the biggest reasons why the Pittsburgh Steelers are 5-3. They are currently ranked second in the NFL when it comes to takeaways. And Justin Herbert, man, he almost gave one away right there. So keep those numbers in mind when we're going throughout this game. David, oh yeah, Steelers. There we go. There we go. Hey, because you got family over there in Pittsburgh, right? Heck yeah, man. Or at least around Pennsylvania. All right, we got 1st and 10. Rodgers under center. Ball at the 6. Toss to the right. And whoo, goes absolutely nowhere. Loses about 2 yards, and they're going to be inside their own 5 now on 2nd and long. All right, 2nd and 12. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his left, takes the snap, hands it off to, I believe that might have been the backup there, Johnson. Gets it down near the 9, so a pickup of 5. 3rd and 7 coming up. And that was the rookie, man, Caleb Johnson, 3rd-round pick out of Iowa. Has really, really struggled to find any kind of time on the field. But I think between Kenneth Gainwell and this running attack, not really kind of getting going. They're trying to get this rookie, see if he can create a little bit of a spark on this offense. 3rd and 7, Rodgers alone in the shotgun. He's got Three receiving options there on the left side. Rodgers pressured. He's going to be sacked, and he goes down for a safety. Literally ran into Khalil Mack, fumbled the ball, fell on top of it to avoid obviously giving up 7. And just like that, man. Woo! Chargers got 2 points, and they're about to get the ball back here. Haha, this game is so dumb. Well, give it a second, man. Sometimes, it takes a couple seconds to figure out the formula. Yeah, man. And Khalil Mack is he's familiar with Rodgers, man. He's Khalil, after spending a couple seasons with the Raiders, was traded in a quote unquote mega trade to Chicago there. And the first season, or at least the first 2 to 3 months for Khalil Mack there in Chicago, it was looking like an absolute gangbuster of a trade for the Chicago Bears. But every single season after that, it just did not get better and better. And pretty soon, Khalil was just kind of, I can't remember if he was traded away. He might have been, or they just let him go. But yeah, it just did not work out there in Chicago. Seastrom, a safety? Unusual. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We got 5:09 left in the first. Pitt about to kick this one away. It's going to be returned across the 25 to the 30 and down near the 34. That is Davis with a nice return. And those were the last points. They scored all game. Oh my God, dude, don't do that to me, man. We already lived through a 10-7 Raiders Broncos game on Thursday, man. We can't handle another low scoring game. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Plus, we had a freaking blowout on the last game, man. I want good football. I want some good football. Come on, man. I want like a 28-31 victory. It's not great defense, but some of those touchdowns, we'll get a safety, we'll get a pick 6. It doesn't always have to be offense scoring. It's a run up the middle, picks up 2 yards maybe. It would be okay if that's the last points of the Chargers score. Herbert should throw a pick 6. Look at that, man. We were just talking about pick 6. Me and you, David, me and you, man. Always on the same wavelength. All right, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 37-yard line. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking. Pressure. Runs, and he's going to get it down near the 39. Pick up a 2. 3rd down coming up. Wasn't there an 0-3 game last year? Oh, my God, dude. If we did, I don't remember streaming it. I hope not. Or was that year before? Oh, man, dude. What was I'm going to have to Google that. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Minnesota versus the Raiders back in December of 2023. It ended 3-0. Oh. We got a penalty on the Chargers. A false start. That's going to be on... Let me see here. DeClulis. I probably butchered that last name, but that is the left tackle taking over for Joe Alt, who unfortunately had season-ending injury last week. So we got 3rd and 9 now, back at the 35. Herbert looking, finds Quentin Johnston, and that'll be actually incomplete, in and out of his hands. And the Chargers offense, man, without Joe Alt, look a little... And they just showed a graphic. Both of these offenses so far, they are averaging 1.1 yards per play. That's the Steelers. And then the Chargers averaging a beautiful and almost doubling what the Steelers have. 1.9 yards per offensive play. Beautiful. Was that the year before? Let's go Chargers. Sorry, David, Steelers fans slash relatives. No worries for y'all, though. Chargers don't look great this first quarter. No, they look rough. And then we're not talking about dogs here. It's going to be a return across the 20 down near the 22. All right, we got 3-11, and the score is 3-2. That is not a mistake. It is 3-2 right now. I vote we make Seastrom wear an Eagles jersey for that comment. Don't own one, wouldn't spend money on it, no offense. That's fair. I don't blame you at all. I mean, I got an Eddie Lacy jersey. I don't know if you want to wear it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't really have too many Packer jerseys, man. They're way too expensive, man. I can't afford that. I got an Eddie Lacy jersey. I have a Aaron Jones jersey. Unfortunately, I bought it the year that I think it was like a month before he left to the Vikings. And then I have an Aaron Rodgers jersey that was gifted to me like 12 years ago. Yeah, I actually got that Eddie Lacy jersey I think it was a couple weeks ago. Like I think it was like $8. Sweet. It was a deal in my opinion. Technically, don't even own a Cowboys jersey, just a random shirt, so I still need to buy one of those first. Had some other purchases that were more pressing, so that Brandon Aubrey jersey will wait. That's fair. Yeah, man. Every time I was like, I'll buy one eventually, and then I'm like, oh yeah, bills and rent. I'm like, never mind. Yeah, one of those jerseys, like when it's like, at least going to like the Packer Pro Shop, they're like, yeah, this jersey's on sale. It's only $125. I'm like, yeah, guess what? It's gonna stay that way because I'm not buying it. I was like, dude, I can pay my internet bill for the next like 3 months for that same price. I was like, no, I'm good. Throws, patient run, and DK Metcalf with a massive catch over the middle gets it down near the 40-yard line. By far the biggest play of this game. Woo, Rodgers, man, just spinning that one. Like a concert and an AM. Jeez. See, at least with a concert, man, you can have those memories right there, but nah. It's gonna be a run up the middle, pickup of 3. I don't know, man. Like, don't be wrong. Like, I like good looking clothes. You know, a jersey, especially if it's like authentic. Great, it looks great, but you're not gonna wear that every day. The way I look at it, man, if it can't get me a job or a date, I'm not gonna spend that much on it. Just not going to. Rodgers throws over the middle and once again finds, this time, Darnell Washington, the man out of Georgia. And they are in Chargers territory. All right, let me. Look at that. Darnell Washington out of Georgia, 3rd-round pick. I remember a lot of Packer fans wanted the Packers to pick him up because he was kind of like a young version of Mercedes Lewis, but the Packers went a different route in that draft at tight end. Toss to the left, finds some room to run, and he picks up 9 down to the 32. Pittsburgh, man, getting it going here on offense. Let's freaking go. Oh, first down Steelers. Let's go. David, my wife, has a Jordy Nelson jersey. Hey, let's go. Seastrom, dang, wife, congrats. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, man. Telling you, man, David, ladies, man. Do the Chiefs have a bye this week? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. 2nd and 1, the ball at the 32. And looks like Pittsburgh is going to have to burn a timeout here. Looks like they were not in the right call here because Rodgers was not happy about having to burn that one. Oh, we got Dan Fouts. Let's freaking go. Got Troy Polamalu. Snoop-a-loop. Near the middle of the season, probably a good time for it. So I always feel like teams like they either want a bye week after week, like at week 8 or 9, or they want it kind of maybe like 9 or 10. All right, Rodgers hands it off up the middle. Warren able to make a man miss and will pick up the first just past the 30-yard line. All right, that'll likely be the final play of the first here, man. Once again, score is 3-2, Steelers on top. Chargers' only points came from a safety there. Trying to think here. Wait, the Steelers drafted Will Howard? Okay. Oh, okay, so he's on injured reserve. What the heck happened to him? Howard fractured his hand during the. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Jeez. Is the game tomorrow in Wisconsin or Philly? I am pretty sure that's going to be on the road for the Packers. But let me double check. No, sorry, actually. It's going to be in Green Bay. My bad. So, yeah, Philly is traveling to the Cheese State. Let's go. So, yeah, it'll be played at Lambeau Field on Monday night. And it actually just snowed here in, well, at least in my area of Wisconsin. And the snow stuck around. Definitely not expecting that. We were kind of caught off guard. There was a chance it would snow yesterday. They did say it probably wouldn't stick around for long, but unfortunately it stuck around for today. So Wait, it's not snowing in Wisconsin. Yes, it is. First time yesterday, my man. November 8th was the first time it snowed in Wisconsin in late of 2025. First and 10. Rodgers looking, sets up a screen to his tight end, breaks a couple tackles, gets it down inside the 20, and that's a gain of 9. Yeah, man. To believe it or not, man, this has been I would have to double check, man, but it might be one of the first times that it has snowed and stuck around for at least 24 hours in a couple years here in Wisconsin. The last couple years, man, we haven't really gotten snow until like late November, if not like mid to late December. It's been a while. It's been a dry couple of years in the winter. It's going to be a run up the middle. It'll be a first down inside the 15. And the Chargers, man, starting to give up some yards, but there is going to be a hold against the Steelers. So that play is coming back. I was just talking to a friend who just got back from Iowa. There we go, coaching the running. Hey, heck yeah, man. Running competition. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely in the lower parts. Like Chicago got hit, I think, about a week ago, maybe. Um, but yeah, it didn't make it up to here, luckily. But we did get a sprinkle. We got a little bit of sprinkle. I don't think there was like any like. It might have been an inch of snow, if that, but it did. Once again, there wasn't a whole lot. All right, Rodgers, a little play action, getting a little pressure, throws down the field, a wide open receiver down to the right, and that's going to be Smith, Jonnu Smith, catching it right around the 11, and that's a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A little bit of a bobble, but oh, might have not been a catch. Let's see here. No, that's not a catch. That ball moves. Once again, man, I don't think that's going to be a catch. Jim Harbaugh throws the challenge flag. All right. Let me see here. We used to have a snowball rally, the first track made of the year in the spring because sometimes there was snow on the ground. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, it's nice, man. Like, seriously, the worst thing about the winter, at least in Wisconsin, is when it's windy and there's ice. If it was just snow, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it'd be nice. Like, I don't mind the winter. I don't mind the snow. It's not bad. Let me see here. Seastrom sounds nice in Wisconsin. I've definitely thought long and hard about moving up north, usually every time summer hits. But I'm not sure if it would want to move that far from family. Yeah, man, I get it. I definitely understand it. Yeah, I got some family down in Texas. They actually lived up here, and then they moved down to Texas just to be closer to like other family as well. But yeah, man, like the worst thing about living in Wisconsin, man, is not even like necessarily the temperature. Like, to be honest with you, I know it's very different for everybody. It could be literally -5 degrees, but if the sun is out and there is no wind or hardly any wind, I'm wearing a sweater and I'm fine. Like, I could probably even go for a walk for like 15 to 30 minutes and I'd be perfectly fine. But once again, the wind is what kills you, man. The wind, oh my God, it's the worst. But yeah, dude. But yeah, it could be in degrees, -degrees, and if the sun is out and there's no wind, I'm all good. Plus, you get ice fishing too. You can still fish in the winter, man. Ice fishing is nice. You're kind of just sitting on the lake. Obviously, be safe. Test it out first. You got to have your system. And yeah, man. Otherwise, it's pretty peaceful. Yeah, right now in Wisconsin, I think in the next like week or two, there's gonna be some hunting. There's gonna be all ready to go, hunting for some deers. See, Strom, was that a catch? Still not sure. I don't think it was, man. The ball, he didn't really, he was bobbling it, and when he hit the ground, the ball clearly moved, and I don't think that was in his possession. And the play is going to be reversed, so they're saying it's an incomplete pass. All right, we got 3rd and 10. Chargers catching a little bit of a break here. 5 receiver set, 3 to the left. Rodgers takes the snap, has some time, gets it out to Kenneth Gainwell, but he's only going to pick up about 4 yards on 3rd and 10. So Steelers are going to have to settle for another field goal here. Yeah, and to be fair too, man, like typically in Wisconsin, it doesn't get super super cold until like January, February. Like if you look at it, man, like the November, December, yeah, you're starting to hit some colder weather, 40s, 30s, maybe some single digits every once in a while, but and the kick is no good. Oh, Boswell, that one just veered just wide right. I almost put the 6 up automatically, man. He's been pretty dang good this season. I think he's only missed 2, maybe 3 kicks all season long. And it's wide right. Our coldest months are also January, February. There we go. Yeah, man. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about, I know in some parts of Texas it's very muggy in the summer, especially like in the central part, I feel like. Maybe towards the coast as well, probably. But yeah, the worst thing about Wisconsin summers, man, is just how humid it gets. Doesn't always hit triple digits, but sometimes like an 85-degree day feels like 100 and something, man, because it's so hot. Quick throw to the right side, and that'll pick up about 5 yards there for the Chargers. Let me move the ball here. All right, still early here in the second quarter. We got 5:12. Sorry, 5:12. Jeez. 12:46, 12:45, 12:44, 12:43, 12:42, 12:41, 12:40, 12:39. If you want to sync up this game with us. All right, 2nd and 5. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw to Quentin Johnston. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more down near the 48. Humidity is bad in Kansas too. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. That's the other thing too, man. I don't mind it being hot. I don't mind an 80-degree, even like a 90-degree day. It's a nice day to be on the pool, but when it's humid, man, oh, the worst. Yeah, Justin Herbert so far, 5 of 9 for just 27 yards, man. They got to get this passing game going. Herbert takes the snap, looking, throwing it deep down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Quentin Johnston. All right. 2nd and 10, ball at the 48. Handoff up the middle here. Great run by Vidal, and he picks up 11 or 12 yards and a first down for the Chargers. Let's go. And when it comes down to over there in Kansas, man, do you guys get a lot of snow, or is it more of just being kind of cold a little bit? And we have a Pittsburgh Steeler down on the ground here. Looks like he is shaken up there. That's number 23. Oof, got friendly fire there. Friendly fire. And that's Darius Slay, man, former. Is it All Pro? No. Oh yeah, first team All Pro. Yeah, former Detroit Lion man got hit in the back of his head by a teammate, or I should say he got hit in the back of his helmet by a teammate. Helmet to helmet hit there. That was Kyle Duggar, man, the former Patriot. Fortunately, a little bit of friendly fire there for Darius Slay. Yeah, Rodgers is also very familiar with Darius Slay. Obviously, they're on the same team now, but Darius was a Eagle and then a Detroit Lion, and he always seemed to be able to find an interception with Rodgers, which, when you're talking about one of the quarterbacks in the NFL history with the least amount of interceptions per pass per touchdown, yeah, Darius Slay, I think he has at least 3, if not 5, interceptions of Aaron Rodgers. All right, 1st and 10. Herbert under center here after the first down run. Little play action, gets it out to Gadsden, and he's going to be good for about 5 or 6 before going out of bounds. Let me see, David. We get some snow. We had 11 inches a year ago or 2. Some years we don't get more than 3 at a time. Okay, sounds not too bad. Yeah, that'd be kind of nice if we had that every once in a while over here in Wisconsin, but we get a lot of snow, unfortunately. A lot of snow. 2nd and 5, a little end around to the left. He's got some room, and it'll be a gain of only 3 or 4, but surprised that there's no flag on that for literally picking up and slamming a player down the ground. And that was Pierce, who's actually coming in for the injured Darius Slay. Heck of a tackle. 3rd and 2. 2 receivers to the right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Ladd McConkey has been quiet, man. Run up the middle, first down, across the 30, down near the 27. Kamini Vidal. Running hard, man. He's going to have to be the workhorse for this Chargers running attack, because I don't think they have a whole lot of experience in the backfield once Omarion Hampton went down, and even then Omarion was a rookie. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 25. Single back in the backfield. Play action. Herbert goes down for a sack, and oh no. Is Herbert down on the ground, or? Okay, so yeah, he got up. He's kind of gingerly walking, but I thought it was going to be a serious injury, man. All right, so that was Nick Herbig, man, the former Wisconsin Badger, being able to get to Justin Herbert. And he's like I'm trying to think, like a trio of starters that played for Wisconsin that are on this Steelers team. You got TJ, you got Nick, you got Keanu Benton. Throw over the middle, finds his favorite target, Ladd McConkey, over the middle, and that's a first down catch and run for the diminutive Bulldog. David, I'm always amazed how bright it gets at night when the snow is on the. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. It's so nice, man. I'm not gonna lie. A snowy night when it's not too cold, like especially if it snows and it's like 25 degrees, no wind. So nice to be outside, man. Nice little fire going. First and 10. Ball at the 14. Play action. Gets it out, and it's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to the rookie tight end. All right, so we got 7:45 approaching the midpoint of this second quarter. Yeah, dude, if you're Gatson, you gotta catch that, dude. Herbert should have thrown a little bit of a better ball for him, but still, if it hits you both in both hands, man, gotta catch it. Lofting and trying to get Gadsden in the end zone, and once again, just slightly off. Herbert ends up on the ground there. 3rd and 10. Come on, Herbert, throw a pick six. Ooh, his left leg got planted on the turf. Luckily, nothing major happened. That could have been ugly, man. All right, we got 3rd and 10 here. Herbert in the shotgun running back to his left, condensed formation. Looking, has a little bit of time, throws it, and in and out of the hands of Ladd McConkey. It would not have picked up a first down, and it nearly got picked off. And the pressure kind of causing Herbert to throw a little wild on the last couple plays here. Not gonna lie to you, man. I have Ladd McConkey and Gadsden fantasy right now, and the fact that he has thrown the ball like 7 to 8 times to both of these guys, and they have only come up with like 3 catches, drives me crazy right now. It's like the NFL is torturing me on purpose. All right. So Dicker the kicker will give the Chargers their first lead of the game, and it is 3-5 with 7:32 left in the second. I wonder if this is the first time we've had 3 to 5 on the channel. I think it is. We've had some low-scoring games, some really boring low-scoring games here, but I don't think we've ever seen 3-5. Come on, Herbert. Oh, okay. Dahlia, I don't know how many more of those leg/feet hits he can take. Yeah, he had 2 on that drive. Like again, that looked like his leg almost got hyperextended. It looked like the knee was like, oh. Luckily, I don't think the Steelers player like fully landed on him, so I think that's what kind of saved him a little bit there. Two point six. 2.6. But Dahlia, how's your night going? How's your Sunday going? And are you ready for the Packer game tomorrow? It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be the team that knocked us out of the playoffs last year. I'm looking for a little bit of revenge, just a little bit, just a little bit. And if we play them in the playoffs, I'm looking for full revenge, not just a little bit. I'm looking for full revenge on the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Laguna Beach going up against Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming away with a win. Of course, dude. Come on. Those MTV kids can't play football in Laguna Beach. Please tell me somebody got that joke. Come on. All right. It's going to be a decent return for the Steelers there. Kenneth Gainwell getting it somewhere, I think, past the 25. Like right there, man. Look at that tackle. All I saw was Herbert's leg, his left leg get caught. And it looks like they're doing a little bit of a tape job on that ankle there. Maybe I was right. Maybe this is all the points we will see in this game. I hope not. Come on, man. I can't have another primetime game be a stinker. All right. Rodgers alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers on that right side. Ball at the 27. Looking, running, and down he goes. Nearly blindsided by number 48. Woo! Is that, who the heck is that? Jadeveon Clowney? No. Clowney is on the Cowboys. Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, man. Getting Jesus. Rodgers got hit so hard his helmet went back, and you could see all the hair. All the hair. 2nd and 11. Only lost a yard on the sack there because Rodgers was already running up the field. Handoff up the middle, bouncing it to the left, and Warren picking up about 3 yards there. 3rd and 8 coming up. Also, sorry I didn't get the joke. Oh, Laguna Beach, that was like an MTV show in like the early to mid 2000s. So it was just like a bunch of like random like no disrespect to the actors there, but it was like a bunch of C-listers on that show over there at MTV. So yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm making a joke, you know. MTV actors versus Notre Dame. Of course they're gonna lose. Rodgers looking down the field. He's got a man, and it's nearly intercepted. And Reed, number 46, with a heck of a deflection there. Woo! That was Nico Reed, the rookie. Calvin Austin had a step on him, but Reed able to get his hands on that slightly underthrown pass. Just slightly. And it'll be fair caught by the Chargers. I never moved the ball over. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, Davis fair catching it around the 20. Dahlia, it's been a busy day. I've been listening most of the day. Just haven't been able to be on the chat. I finally am sitting and right when 8 gets sacked. David, okay, Herbert, throw a pick 6 on this drive. Can he throw the ball to Gadsden and Ladd McConkey a little bit? I want them just to catch like 4 passes each for like most of the yardage, and then they can throw a pick 6 at the 1 yard line. Can we do that? I get that. Often Sundays get busy because I'm putting together lesson plans for the week. Oh, yeah. Yep. I feel you, man. Yeah, I usually work Fridays and Saturdays. I usually do like 10-hour shifts at my job just so I can kind of have like that extra day off. And it's really never a day off because then I also do my other part-time job as well. So yeah, it's every week, man. I'm always like, yeah, I'll have time to do this or that, and then just like, oh crap, no, running out of time. But wait, David, real question for you: do you think Kelce retires after this season? That's a good question, man. I mean, he's still playing well. Travis Kelce, he is still playing pretty darn good. He's still one of the top 10 tight ends for sure. He may not be putting up, like 100+ yards like he used to, but I'll let you finish that thought, my David. And David, probably. Okay. All right. First and 10, ball to 19. Run up to the right side, and Vidal, whoo, going off for 11, getting it down to the 30 in a first down. I've heard rumors, but that's all it's been so far outside the Bills game. I haven't watched this Chiefs much this year. The Chiefs, yeah, they've been. So they started out very slow. They dealt with a lot of injuries at wide receiver, man. They were obviously suspension as well for Rashid Rice, but he has changed that offense a little bit. Quick throw to Quentin Johnston, and it'll be picking up about 2, maybe 3 there on the left side. Trying to think here. Yeah, for the Chiefs, man, they're still not really able to run the ball like effectively, but they've gotten better for sure. Isaiah Pacheco has gotten hurt. I don't know if he'll be back after the bye or if he's going to need another week. But Patrick Mahomes and those receivers, man, they're starting to put up some yards and some touchdowns. They definitely are playing better, but I think that defense for the Chiefs has been not as dominant as it has in the past. Herbert throws and trying to get it again to the rookie tight end and unable to connect with him. We do have a flag, and I think it's going to be on the Chargers, man. Might be a holding call. And that's what it is. And that's going to be on the center. Let me see here. Number 75, Bozeman. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the defender kind of went down pretty easily. So, all right. Second and 17, 3 receivers on the right side. Herbert in the shotgun. Quick throw, gets it out to Vidal. He's got some momentum to the 30, and we'll get it down to the 35, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 5 for the Chargers. Yeah, if I'm Kelce, man, you're still playing at a high level. I wouldn't mind another season, but I think at the same time, what else does he have to prove, man? 3-time Super Bowl champion, one of the greatest to ever play the position, one of the greatest players in NFL history. 3rd and 4, Chargers. Herbert looking, pressured, down he goes for a sack on 3rd down. Woo! And that was big number 95, another Wisconsin Badger getting a sack on Justin Herbert. This one, Keanu Benton bringing him down. And unfortunately, Vidal just got beat on that pass block, but also his Herbert's left guard just got absolutely destroyed by Keanu. And the Chargers, man, struggling to move the ball against this Steelers defense, man, and they're going to punt it away again. All right, both of these teams averaging less than 4 yards per play, man. Chargers 3.3, the Steelers 3.7. All right. Ball at the 23-yard line for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver on that left side. I'm expecting a DK Metcalf drive here, man. Toss to the right. He's got some room, and he'll pick up about 3 yards down near the 26. All right, 2nd and 6. Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his right, looking, throws over the middle, and he's intercepted. Overthrows DK Metcalf, and is going to be returned to the 38 of Pittsburgh, man. It looked like Rodgers and DK not on the same page. Let's see here. Oh, no, that was just a miss. Yeah, that's just a Rodgers overthrow, which don't see that often. Do not see that often, man. All right, man. Well, the defenses are winning early in this one, man. Jesus. All right, Rodgers, 6 of 11, 56 yards and an interception. Justin Herbert, not too far off that. Hasn't thrown a pick yet. All right. On the ground, Vidal with some room, and he's going to pick up about 8 there, down near the 30. All right. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here in LA. Chargers on top, 5-3. And that was the rookie safety, R.J. Mickens, making that interception. Let's look. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of stats to look at so far, whereas we're approaching mid-freaking field. But we'll talk about it regardless. So Rodgers, 6 of 11, 56 yards and an interception. Jaylen Warren, 7 for 58, averaging about 4 yards per carry. Not too bad. DK, 1 catch for 19 yards. Darnell Washington, 1 for 15. Everybody else has 1 catch or less. Oh, sorry, 1 catch for less than 10 yards. Keanu Benton with a sack. Nick Herbig with the sack. So the Badgers representing here on defense. Justin Herbert, 10 for 18, 67 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Kamini Vidal, 6 for 43, averaging 7.2 yards per carry. give him the ball, man. Come on. Quentin Johnston, 3 for 20 yards. Ladd McConkey, 1 for 16. Oronde Gadsden, 2 for 11. Kamini Vidal also has 1 catch for 13 yards. And they're going to hand it off to Vidal there on 2nd and 3, and he's going to pick up 4 yards and a Chargers first down. David, what page should they have been on? Page 32, blue 32. Blue 32. Is that hot? Yeah, I mean, Rodgers should have, dropped that one in. But that was a tough one, man, because there was coverage underneath. I believe it was Henley who was just underneath of DK Metcalf that kind of forced Rodgers to kind of throw a little extra air under it to try to get it over. Quick throw to the right side. Quentin Johnston making a man miss, and he picks up about 6 or 7 yards down to the 20. All right. Oh, it looks like there's going to be an update on Darius Slay. All right. 2nd and 3. Quick throw. Gets it out to the rookie tight end, Gadsden, who picks up 2 yards, and it'll be 3rd and 1. Okay. Well, they just said that the reason they're doing an update is to tell us that there's going to be an update on Darius Slay. Great job. Hey, I just want to give you guys an update. What is it? We're eventually going to have an update. Okay. All right. Chargers use a timeout here, stopping the clock at 49 seconds. Oh, biscuits. Chargers have the ball. I don't know what's going on. I was on top of it all day. Yeah, the Steelers right now with some great freaking pressure on Justin Herbert. All right, Herbert on in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers on that right side. Hand it off to Vidal, and he's going to pick up the first down. Again, getting it down near the 16. Clock is going to continue to run. Chargers are in no hurry, apparently. Less than 30 seconds left. They're just barely getting out of the huddle. Okay. Herbert looking. They must have a great play lined up here. Come on. 20 seconds left. Throws. And it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Keenan Allen. So that play took them a full 25 seconds from go until the drop. 25 seconds for an incomplete pass. And you're not even inside the 15. What the hell are you doing? I understand running and getting the first down. I understand that, but urgency. Come on. Should have taken like 12 seconds. And Ladd McConkey down the right seam and a touchdown for the Chargers. They just told me to shut up. They're like, oh yeah, Dave? Yeah, you think you know? All right. 12 seconds left, and the Chargers finally get the first touchdown of this game. And they're going to take the extra point kick to make this a 2-possession lead. Dicker the kicker. And he is right down the middle. All right. With 12 seconds left, it is 3 Pittsburgh, 12 LA. I almost said San Diego. Ooh, the move on that one. Just shaking the defender right at the line. Ladd McConkey, man, he is looking great after a slow start to 2025, man. He has been the number one option for this passing game over the last month. All right. Kick is away, and it's going to go out the back of the end zone. And Rodgers and the Steelers have 2 timeouts, 12 seconds for former number 12. We'll see if they try to do anything here before the half. All right, the ball's at the 35 here. If you can pick up 15 or 20 yards, you're going to be kind of within range of at least trying to attempt a long field goal. All right, Boswell was good from 59 on his first field goal attempt. All right, Rodgers alone in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right side. Chargers send 3. Rodgers with a little bit of time, he's going to run up, throws the ball down the field, and he's going to be incomplete. Looked like it was going to be an interception. That looked like he caught it. His teammate caught it, and then ball just falls to the ground. Yeah, the corner or safety almost undercut that route, went right through him, and fortunately, I think it was Wilson who had a chance at bringing that one in for a big gain down the field. 5 seconds left. I mean, this is around where Rodgers threw that Hail Mary in Detroit. I think they were maybe at the 40 when he threw that one, so we'll see. Quick throw, and it goes in and out of the hands of Calvin Austin. So 1 second on the clock. Rodgers trying to not yell, but he's, oh man, those steely blue eyes say it all. Just the frustration. That's hilarious. 59. That's 10 off from a record. From a record. Just saying, man. I mean, Boswell, I don't know what's his range. I don't know what his longest kick. I'm pretty sure he's kicked from 60 plus. I'm just trying to remember what his longest is. Yeah, but he's got a leg, man. He's got a leg. All right, looks like the Chargers are going to use their second time out here, trying to make sure that they don't give up anything dumb before the half. Literally 1 second left. Ball at Pittsburgh's 35. So if there's anything, this is either going to be a couple of laterals that might go nowhere, or it's going to be a Hail Mary and see if Rodgers can chuck it basically 70 yards down the field. Chargers look like they're going to send 4. Quick throw to the outside. Wilson running, and he just goes out of bounds. Okay. All right, man. We're at halftime here in Los Angeles. It was a little bit of a slog throughout this game. Just a little bit. But the Chargers were able to finally get something kind of going here, just a little bit. So at halftime, the Steelers with a Boswell field goal as their only points. They were the first team to score, and then the Chargers were able to get a safety on Rodgers there. That gave them their first points. It was a 3-2 game for a bit. Able to tack on a field goal at one point, and then just before the half, with 12 seconds left, able to score a touchdown from Justin Herbert to Ladd McConkey down the right seam, and able to make it 12-3 before the half. And the Chargers will get the ball to start the second half, so they can make this a two possession game, a full two possessions here. If they can score a touchdown. All right. Let's do a quick recap of what we've seen so far Sunday, because it was a weird one, definitely a freaking weird one. All right, there we go. All right, so first game today was over there in Germany. The Colts were able to get a big victory in overtime, beating the Falcons 31-25. Daniel Jones did not have his best game as a Colt, but once again, man, 11 players on the field and Jonathan Taylor able to just run wild, picking up over 280 yards through the air, through the ground. Did not matter. He scored 3 touchdowns. And once again, nearly going off for 300 yards from scrimmage, man. So, heck of a game there by Jonathan Taylor. The Jets getting their second consecutive win this season, man. In as many games, they started out 0-7. Now they are 2-7 on the year, getting a win over the Browns 27-20. And the Saints able to score 17 unanswered points. Panthers started out 7-0 on a Rico Dowdle touchdown, but after that, it was all New Orleans the rest of the way, winning 17-7 over their division rivals. And then we got the Patriots and Buccaneers game on the channel here. That was a slightly close game at looks at the end, but honestly, the Patriots, if it wasn't for a Drake May interception late in that game, it might have been a little bit of a blowout. But Buccaneers were able to kind of score a little bit of a garbage touchdown there with a few seconds left, but still the Patriots able to win. Travion Henderson, speaking of running backs having a big game, career day for him, man. Over 140 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, broke off 2 big runs in the second half. The first one, I think, was the second play to start the third quarter, and then able to finish it off there late in the fourth with a massive run down the left sideline to give the Patriots a 28-23 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then Ravens able to get a win. They were down early against the Vikings, but they were able to really show up in the second half, and they won 27-19 to send the Minnesota Vikings home losers, which they were playing at home. So they sent them home losers, and it was I think they dropped down to 5-4 on the day. Let me see here. Biggest upset of the day: Miami Dolphins winning over the Bills 30-17. Just one of the many blowouts that we had in this kind of like the late afternoon. But yeah, man, Miami looking a little bit better, man. Are they still gonna make the playoffs? No, but they jump up to 3-7, and they hand the Bills their third loss of the season. When the Bills, I think they were 4-2 to start the year. Since then, they've gone 2-3, man. So kind of up and down for the Buffalo Bills so far. The Bears able to come back against the Giants. At one point, the Giants held a 20-10 lead over the Bears in the fourth quarter, but Caleb Williams and that offense, man, waking up just in time, just like they did last week against the Raiders, and got a big victory, winning 24-20, and they are keeping pace in a very crowded NFC North. All right, Jags. It looked like the Jags were going to be able to just run away with this one. They were leading 29-10 about almost midway through the fourth quarter. It looked like it was going to be Trevor Lawrence and this offense were going to be able to get going here. They've had a couple of weeks where they looked up and down. They finally started looking great against a backup in Davis Mills. But instead, man, the Texans absolutely erupted in the fourth quarter, scoring 26 points to win 36-29 over the Jaguars. And then we talked about it during some of the late afternoon games, some blowouts. Two games actually finished with the exact same score. The Seahawks jumped out to a 35-0 lead over the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals started scoring some points, but it just was not enough, and they lose 22-44 to the Seattle Seahawks. And then for Detroit, once again, they jumped out to a big lead. Not as big as the Seahawks, but able to jump out to a big lead, and they end up finishing 44-22 over the Washington Commanders. And then finally, the final late afternoon game, once again, that started out with, I think it was, I'm trying to double check here. I'm going to make sure that I'm not incorrect. But I think it was at one point 21-3, 49ers trailing. And it finishes 42-26 with the Rams getting a big victory. And right now, man, Matthew Stafford is looking like potentially the MVP favorite, man. 24 of 36, 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. That is his third consecutive game with that kind of stat total, man. He's looking good. The Bills, the Bulls. Dave, do a spin move. I can't. My hamstrings are tightened. I can't do it. Can't do it. But if the Packers win tomorrow, I'll do a spin move. But yeah, man, the Rams are looking good. They are looking good. So that's what happened on Sunday, man. Some close games, some blowouts, but for the most part, the only major upset that we honestly did not expect were the Dolphins over the Bills, man. I guess you could say the Saints and Panthers, but I don't think the Panthers were ever considered like a true favorite. I think they were favored to win, but I don't know, man. That division is so weird. The Panthers, one week they look really great. The next, they're losing to the Saints by 10. So, I don't know. Falcons, same thing. I think the Colts were favored anyway, but the Falcons, you just never know what you're going to get with them, so it's up and down. And the Browns and the Jets, I mean, those are the two of the worst teams in the NFL. I'm surprised they just were both able to score 20. I think that's the biggest surprise of that game. I give that effort a 2.6 out of 10, better than the Titans. Heck yeah. I mean, that's all I'm asking for, man. As long as I'm better than a couple NFL teams, I'll take it. But I appreciate the honesty. That was definitely a 2.6 effort. Sorry, man. But once again, I'll give you a good spin move if the Packers can win tomorrow on Monday night, baby. Well, we're still waiting for the third quarter to start. Quickly, just doing an update. Rodgers 50% on in that first half, just 7 for 14, 64 yards, one interception. Couple throws, man, just kind of overthrowing DK Metcalf at least twice. One of them was picked off, but the other one was early when he was down the field, man. If he would have hit him, that would have been a touchdown for the Steelers. Warren 7 for 28, and DK is the leading receiver with one catch for 19 yards. Herbert 13 for 22, so not significantly better. A lot of incompletions in this game. 91 yards, one touchdown. Kamini Vidal 8 carries for 49 yards. So he's been by far probably the most consistent offensive player tonight for both teams. And then Ladd McConkey, 2 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown for him. Trying to think here. An update on the fantasy team. We are slightly winning by 26 points. I need Ladd and Gadsden to have a really good second half. Like I said, I don't need points. I don't need touchdowns from them. It would be nice, but I'll take receptions and yardage. After that, Herbert can throw whatever he wants, including pick sixes if he wants. All right, man. Second half is about to get underway here in just the next 60 seconds. All right, man. Give me your predictions for the second half. Are the Steelers going to get right on offense, or are the Chargers starting to get going here? Who do you think is going to win? Give me your predictions now in the second half, man. Let's go. A lot of hard hits, man, on these quarterbacks, man, taking sacks. Yeah, so 2 sacks on each side, but a lot of quarterback hits. Steelers 0 for 6 on third down, and the Chargers not significantly better, but they are 2 of 8, able to convert on fourth down as well, 1 for 1 on that. Chargers were able to run 11 more plays than the Steelers. And right now the Chargers have about just slightly under 5-minute advantage in time of possession. 5 penalties between them, 3 for the Chargers, 2 for the Steelers. And both teams are still averaging less than 4 yards per play. So, And the Chargers actually ran for more yardage than the Pittsburgh Steelers threw. Chargers ran for 55. The Steelers threw for 54. And it's going to be a decent return for Williams. He gets to the cross of 30 down to the 33. All right, Chargers on offense here to start the second half. All right, Herbert in the shotgun, running back behind him, and it's going to get another false start. Jesus. So first quarter, first play starts out with a false start on the Steelers, and now the first play in the third quarter to start the second half for the Chargers, false start. All right, Herbert in the shotgun, Vidal to his right. He's got 2 receivers stacked up on that right side. Pressure, throws, and the ball is batted. And I think Herbert might have caught his own pass, but there is a flag on the field. Is this going to be against the Steelers? Yep, offsides on the Steelers, so they're gonna they're gonna give those 5 yards back to the Chargers. It'll be 1st and 10. All right, so far we've seen the ball snap twice, and all it's done is still 1st and 10. Nothing has happened. All right, Herbert under center, single back in the backfield. Matlock in the backfield now. Little delayed handoff, and Vidal will pick up about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. One of the refs is wearing some kind of sunglasses, but I wonder if the blue light filter glasses, I have seen them before. Yeah, isn't that usually for when you're like on a computer screen? The blue light. I don't have faith in the Steelers to get it done in the second half, but I dare them to prove me wrong. Ooh, sounds like a challenge. I like it. 2nd and 8. 2 receivers to the right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Got a little bit of time, and the ball is batted right at the line, actually. So 3rd and 8 coming up, and that was T.J. Watt, former Wisconsin Badger, making the play on the ball. Yeah, TJ just blowing past the right tackle there. Right. 5 receiver set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Ladd McConkey on that left side. Throws down the field. He's got his man, 1st down. And that is Keenan Allen getting it down near the 47. And the all-time Charger great coming up big with potentially, I think, might be his first catch of this game. And it is. All right, 1st and 10. Ball to 47. Handoff up the middle, and Vidal is met right at the line over the middle. Gets nothing on that one. 2nd and 10. And that was the rookie Yahya Blackman, number 94. I love that. I love that name, dude. Yahya, Yahya Black. Hell yeah. All right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking. Down the field, and that is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Quentin Johnston. And that is Pierce, man, who has been coming in for the injured Darius Slay. Able to make another play on the ball, forcing an incomplete pass and a 3rd and long for the Chargers. Dude, if you're Quentin Johnston, man, you gotta hold on to that one, man. Right. 3 receivers to the right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking. Pressure. Steps up, and he goes down for a sack. And that is Alec Highsmith getting the Steelers their 3rd sack of the night. Yeah, this drive was looking a little cagey, man. Not able to get the running game going. Vidal, I think he only picked up maybe 1 positive yard, or actually 2 positive yards on his 3 or 4 carries. All right, in comes J.K. Scott to punt this one away. Looks like a good one. And fair caught inside the 10, down near the 9. All right, Rodgers jogging onto the field, man, ready to go. And David, 3. Do you wish to add to that, sir? Can I offer you a 6? You know, it's double the 3, but still in the same neat package. Doesn't take up a whole lot more space. Oh, man. 3 sacks tonight, 3 times. Herbert needs to throw a pick 6 in the next quarter. 3 times the Chargers get a win the rest of the season. Interesting. Also, there's a lot of threes on the scoreboard here. 5-3, 6-3, third quarter. Steelers, 3 points. And speaking of the Steelers, holy cow, that is, I believe, Johnson hurdling a defender. Actually, no, sorry, that is Warren. Not giving credit where credit is due. 1-on-1 with the corner and then literally just jumps right over Hart to pick up a big first down. Holy cow. Yeah, talk about a spark here. Holy shnikes. He's like, meow. Looking like Mario jumping over some turtles, man. All right, ball at the 22 after that great run. Rodgers under center. Hands it off to Warren, who's picking his way through this defense. Gets it across the 25, down near the 27. Dakota, what's up? What's up, man? Let's go. Dakota in the chat. What's up, coach? My Bears won today. Yeah. Congratulations, by the way, man. That was a good come from behind victory. Barkley, though. Oh, barely. Yeah, man. Hey, man, a win is a win. Can't complain, man. Or I should say, where the teams should never complain or be apologizing for a win, man. Looks like we have a injured Charger on the ground. But yeah, dude, heck of a win. Did you get a chance to watch that whole game or? David, that hurdle was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was, dude. It was pretty impressive. Yeah, you don't really get to see that a whole lot anymore. Like usually the defenders are kind of making sure that they can't be just like somebody you can't just jump over them. But so that was number 90, Tyre Tart, the defensive tackle. He's walking under his own power, but very, very gingerly. They're loving showing that hurdle, man. That's impressive. Yeah, when in my high school during our senior year, one of One of our, actually, our starting running back was able to get on ESPN by hurdling a defender. Man, that was pretty cool. 2nd and 5. Rodgers in the shotgun. Hands it off to Warren, and he is going to pick up about 3 yards down near the 30. Might be keeping it going. No. They blew the whistle dead, so ball just going to be around just past the 30. Also, I don't know why they're circling Warren's butt, but that looked a little too, you know. NBC's getting a little wild here late, just highlighting people's butts. 3rd and 2. Single receiver to the right. Rodgers in the shotgun. And do we have a timeout? It's going to be a delay of game. Dakota. Yes, I watched every snap, every game. Hey, let's freaking go, man. I love the commitment, my man. Let's freaking go. But how you been, my man? How you been? Hopefully you're doing well. Also, are you going to get a chance to join us for that Packers Monday night game? Let me know. Maybe not for the whole thing. Trust me, I understand. On a Monday night, it's one thing if you're like this weirdo that likes to stay up anyway. But I understand most people have lives outside of football. I don't. All right. 3rd and 2, Rodgers in the shotgun. Actually, they did let Pitt use a timeout here. Rodgers looking pressured. Down he goes for a sack. And speaking of the 3rd sack, that is the Chargers' 3rd sack of the night on Aaron Rodgers. Tuli Tuipulotu bringing him down. All right, man. Chargers and Steelers just trading sacks here early in the 3rd. Caught inside the 20, inside the 30 and brought out to the 35. And it looks like Wilson was trying to get in the face of Davis on the return. Davis smartly just pushing him away in his chest. Nothing too crazy. We do have a flag, though. I think they're going to get Wilson for taunting or unsportsmanlike conduct at the very least. During the return, block in the back, number 58 to the receiving team. Oh, okay. So they're actually going to get the Chargers, but it had nothing to do with the little extracurricular after the play. David, fuses are getting a little bit short out there. Yeah. Neither team is necessarily playing super well on offense, and the defense is, they're eating tonight for sure. 3 sacks on each side, plus an interception, but yeah, I don't think any team is happy with what they've done offensively so far. Ooh, fuses. I'm not saying I'm hoping for like a little bit of a full out brawl, but I don't know, man. It'd be nice, When's the last time we had like a full on just like people just throwing punches, man? Like not just 1 or 2 guys. I'm talking about the whole team, man. Just I want to see somebody coming up from the top rope like Randy Savage, just somebody bringing in like a JBL freaking clothesline. Maybe a waltz to Jericho, man. You get the legs, just. And you know what? And we finish it off with a high classy move like the pedigree, you know? Just full on Triple H. Dakota, okay, I'm just more bad news. My brain tumor is looking even more worse than what they thought. I don't have long, my friend. Dakota, I'm sorry, brother. Damn, man. Well, first off, man, I do apologize. I'm sorry about that, man. That sucks. Bad news. But I do appreciate you being here, man. I'm happy that one, I got to meet you at least in this way, man. Um, yeah, man. Thank you for spending some very incredible, valuable time with us, man. I appreciate you, man. Dang, man. Yeah, man. Freaking cancer sucks, man. Cancer can go. I think I can say this with confidence. It can eat a. It can eat a poo poo salad if it was. Trying not to swear here, but yeah. Damn, man. But yeah, man. Dakota, keep fighting, my brother. I know, but I know it's gonna be tough, but I appreciate you, man. David, to leave ripping the chains off Crabtree back in 2017 was hilarious encounter. Oh wow, that was 2017. That feels like it was like a decade ago. Finding Lad McConkey down the right seam again, and he will get it to the 40 for the Chargers. Yeah, man. Dakota, I hope you have a good setup, man. It feels like you do, and yeah, man. I know I don't need to say this, man, but I cherish every moment, man, and I'm happy you're giving me uh like trust me, man. It's like the amount of uh like it's a pleasure to be able to entertain you for a little bit, my man. So thank you. It's gonna be a run up the middle, and Vidal picks up another first down, and Jesus, Mike Tomlin with one of the scariest scowls I've ever seen on a head coach. Literally, just he is not happy with his defense right now. They're giving big, big chunk plays in this drive, and we have a player down on the ground. Man, what the heck? And this one is Joey Porter Jr. He is still on the ground. He's got a full medical staff checking in on him. Ooh. Yeah, he landed basically right on his face, right on his stomach, on his side. And it looks like we're going to see Jalen Ramsey come onto the field for the first time tonight. Oh, Dakota, I got a question for you. I meant to ask this a couple weeks ago. Give me your um, top three songs of all time, my man. Top three songs. It's gonna be a run up the middle here, and a gain of 8 down to the 40 of Pittsburgh. Second and 2. Run to the left, and that goes nowhere. Vidal might have been brought down for a loss actually by Herbig. All right, right, we got 3rd and 4. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his right. Throws, and that'll be incomplete. Cameron Hayward, man, the veteran, like 39 years old, able to get those big paws up there and force the Chargers to punt this one away. Oh, they're setting up for a field goal here with Cameron Dicker. All right, this one from 59. Dicker the kicker. His kick is good. Woo! I did not think he had the leg for that one. So both kickers, man, Boswell and Dicker, making it from 59. Yeah, I guess that Talib ripping off the chain, that might have been the last like big brawl. I feel like there was one more, man. Cause like that one was bad, dude. Those were like true like that was just two dudes like just going after each other. Like they were not NFL players at that time. They were just two dudes just not liking each other at all. Oh, we got Ghost in the chat. We got Ghost in the chat. David bringing out the ghost with a boo. All right, man. We got 6:07 left in the third here. Chargers able to extend their lead to 12. Basically, 2 touchdowns without the extra points. They're showing this kick. Looks like that kick would have been good from about 64. He's going to kick it away. Ooh, making a man miss. Oh, and getting it across the 30 down to the 33. That is Williams with a nice return. We do have a flag, though. Come on. Holding on the Steelers. So that nice return will be basically wiped away. So they'll probably start out inside their own 20, maybe. Dakota, if I'm still here, I'll make sure I will be watching my Bears versus your Packers. Heck yeah, man. I hope it's a great one. I hope it's a great one. And Rodgers rolling out to his right, and he's going to throw that one away. Yeah, dude. What? I know the Packers, unfortunately, the Packers and the freaking Bears. This is the latest I've ever seen the Packers and Bears play their first game. I'm pretty sure it's in December. December 7th. So in about a month. So a little less than a month. Yeah, we'll make it, man. We'll make it. You'll get to dance in the chat when Caleb Williams throws a touchdown. It'll be the only touchdown, but it'll be a touchdown. David Stegosaurus with us some the green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow hearts. There we go. All right, this is going to be a toss to the right there. Picks up a few yards, maybe 2 yards for the Steelers. All right. 3rd and 8, ball just shy of the 24. Receiver set, 3 to the left. Rodgers in the shotgun with a running back to his right, and play is going to be blown dead here. What do we got? Timeout for the Chargers. All right. Chargers using their first timeout here in the 3rd. So yeah, Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers, apparently his dad worked with Mike Tomlin back when Tomlin was Cincinnati's DB coach, like over 25 years ago. So that's pretty cool. Throw over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Rodgers looking for a flag. So far, nothing, and it'll be 4th and 8. Honestly, the camera work was not great on that play. I did not get a chance to see what the heck happened. Okay. I would have liked an angle to see if the ball was in the air, but apparently, since the ball was not in the air, DK just kind of running into the defender and falling down is not pass interference. All right. And it'll be fair caught at the 36. Chargers get the ball back on offense here. 5:09 left in the 3rd. Steelers, man, going just 3 and out. What the heck is going on with this offense, man? So apparently Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I don't think he was active or activated or elevated from the practice squad during this game. I mean, I would have taken him. I would have elevated him. I understand that there's other guys on this team that could make plays and have made plays, but like you got to make sure Rodgers is comfortable, man. So Orende Gadsden is heading to the locker room with an unknown injury. Well, there goes my fantasy tight end, and of course I benched him. Sorry, I benched Tyler Warren for Gadsden because I was like, all right, Gadsden's been putting up some numbers. Basically, been the number two in this offense for the last couple of weeks. And if Gadsden does not come back, he finishes with 4.3 points. And Tyler Warren, nearly 18 points this morning over there in Germany. Come on, man. Holy cow, man. So we're more than midway through the third quarter, and the Steelers have yet to convert on third down. They are 0 for 8 on third down. All right. First and 10. Vidal picking up some yardage over the middle, and that'll be good for about 6 or 7. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a knee injury for the rookie tight end. All right, well, he's not coming back. Mother of God, come on. Can I have a single week where somebody doesn't get hurt? All right, Vidal brought down for a loss, loses about 2 or 3 yards there on 2nd and 3. Third and 6, ball at the 40. Herbert looking, running, taking off. He's going to pick up a first to the 50, to the 45, and slides down at the 44 of Pittsburgh. You're waiting for it, man. You knew it was going to happen at some point. Justin Herbert, man, he can run. He's a tall, lanky dude, man. He takes it's basically like 3 yards every time he takes a step. And he's been patient, man. He's been patient. He's been waiting. Similar to that Kansas City game in week 1. Started running in the second half, and then now he does it again here. First and 10. Hands it off. This one I think is going to be to the backup Patterson. He picks up 2, maybe 3 yards, but there's a flag in the backfield. David, throw a pick 6. Justin, do it now. Do it for the kids. The kids. What about the children? Think of the children, Justin. What would be left for the kids, man? If he doesn't throw a pick, man, what would be left for the kids? All right, so apparently it was a holding penalty on the Chargers, so it'll be 1st and 20 back at their own 45. Herbert under center, single back in the backfield. Little play action. Gets it out to Matlock. Look at the big man run, and he gets it across the 50 down near the 49. Gain of 6. Oh, sorry, that's actually Tucker Fisk. Sorry, I just saw a big, giant, burly dude. I was like, oh yeah, that's Matlock. Oh yeah, no, freaking Matlock is a lot bigger actually. Jesus. All right, 2nd and 13. Justin in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers on that right side. Ladd McConkey in the slot. Looking. Down he goes. And Justin Herbert looking for a flag brought down from his collarbone. Sorry, collarbone. From his pads there by Alex Highsmith. So yeah, so that is not a foul inside the pocket though. All right, 3rd and 14. Herbert down the seam and gets it out to Keenan Allen for a gain of about 12, maybe 13. Nope, it's not even Keenan Allen actually. I just saw a giant beard and I was like, oh yeah, that's probably Keenan. That is Conklin. All right, man. So they're gonna send out Dicker the kicker again here, trying to make this a 15-point lead for the Chargers here. This one from 55. He made it from 59 earlier. And the kick, no good. Hits the left upright and goes out, man. Might have gotten a little too much rotation in the hips there. That thing just kind of sailing on him a little bit. Oh boy. So the Steelers are going to get the ball at the 45 here, basically near midfield. Doink. It was a doink. A doink for the kids. A doink for the children, man. Yeah, right now the kid's not getting a pick six, so they're going to have to accept a doink from Dicker the kicker. All right, we got 45 seconds left in the third, man. This third quarter has been just taking forever. I'm not going to lie. All right, Rodgers. Let me double check that I'm up to date on the stats. So yeah, Rodgers was 7 of 14 at the half. So far, we're almost done with the third quarter. He has completed one pass out of his last 3 attempts. 66 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Jaylen Warren, 10 carries for 50 yards. And DK Metcalf is still the leading receiver with 1 single catch for 19 yards. I'm trying to think, who's the guy that caught a pass today in the second half? Warren? All right, we got 1st and 10. Rodgers with a toss up the middle here. He's got some room. He's to the 50, to the 45, and taken down at the 44. Gain of 11 for Jaylen Warren. All right, Rodgers in the shotgun, looking to his left, gets it out to his tight end, and he will pick up about 8 or 9 there on the catch. That's Pat Freiermuth. Okay, so that's gonna be the final play. It is. We're headed to the 4th. As I was changing the quarter, I was like, "Oh no, I'm about to change the Steelers score." No, it's oh man, the Steelers have not scored a single point since that 59-yarder by Boswell, man, in the first quarter. And they have still yet to convert on third down. All right, looks like we're coming back from the commercial break. Second and one. Ball at the just shy of the 35 for Pittsburgh. Handoff up the middle. Warren picks up two, and that's a Pittsburgh first down. All right, Rodgers under center, single back in the backfield. Two tight end set. Play action. Rodgers gets it out to Warren, who breaks a tackle to the 30, to the 25, to the 25. Sorry. And down near the 15. I don't know why I stumbled over my words there, but there you go. Gets it inside the 20, down near the 15. Tyler Warren has basically been the Steelers' offense tonight. Closing in on 70 yards on the ground. Also has about, after that run, I think close to 20 yards through the air as a receiver. Uh, 87 total yards there. All right, Rodgers under center. Hands it off to Warren up the middle, and he gets it inside the 10 down to the 9. Yeah, dude, Warren is just. He's a small guy, man, but he is just racking up touches here, man. A borderline bell cow at this point. Second and 6. Rodgers under center. Warren in the backfield. Single receiver to the left. Rodgers, pressure, goes and throws it away, and he is frustrated. So, well, it's like they say, if you're going to play in Texas, you have to have a fiddle in the band. In LA, pound the rock. It's fair. Woo! Jesus. Yeah, dude, Rogers' left tackle just got pushed into him on that last play. So 3rd and 6 coming up from the 10. Can get a first down if they get it to the 4. Quick throw, overthrows his receiver, and now we have a 4th down coming up from the red zone. Trying to get it to Kenneth Gainwell, just overthrew that ball by about a foot and a half. Seastrom, don't know. Maybe the Chargers win this one. It's a little. I want to get my hopes up too early, man. We've seen the Chargers do amazing things when it comes to blowing leads here, and it's gonna be thrown and no flag. No flag and a turnover on downs in the red zone. Rodgers targeting DK Metcalf, and the coverage was, it was damn good. Yep. Playing the ball, and Hart able to locate the ball as him and DK both made contact with each other, and then able to get a hand on it to bat that ball away. And the Steelers come away with nothing on this drive, man. Wow. David, I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. They finally got some yardage. That's a good thing. Baby steps. And it's early in the 4th. Trust me, we still have that. Remember, we still have that Justin Herbert pick 6 that we got to talk about. It'll happen. So if you're just joining us, man, the Steelers turning the ball over on downs. This was their first. I'm pretty sure their first drive into the red zone all game long, and they come away with nothing, man. Dakota, you gotta root for the Bears to go to the Super Bowl if the Packers are not in. For me, when I'm gone. You know what, brother? It'll pain me, all right? Just know that I will be miserable, but if that happens, man, I will. Oh, man. What are you doing to me, Dakota? What are you doing to me? All right, I'll root for him, but I won't be happy about it. Just know you're causing a Packer fan to have a lot of pain if that happens. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left, ball at the 10. Quick out to Quentin Johnston. Stiff arms a guy, makes another man miss, and will get it down near the 25 before going out of bounds. I'm just joking. You don't have to root for them. Hey, man. I don't mind it. At the end of the day, man, this is all fun and games, dude. Like, it's all fun and games. Like I said, I'll do it, man. I mean, there'll be tears coming down. You know, maybe a little bit of saliva, just run up the middle here. Gains about 4, maybe 3 yards actually. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. There we go. 2nd and 6 coming up. Kamini Vidal, man, talking about workhorse. This guy's been, I think, outside of like 2 or 3 carries, he has been the only running back for the Chargers. Yeah, Vidal, 16 rushes for 77 yards, man. All right, Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. 2 receivers to the right. And tries to get it out to Keenan Allen, just throwing that one away, basically. All right, 3rd and 6 coming up. Throw it to Ladd McConkey. Come on, man. He's good for it. He's got one more good catch in him. There's been way too many incomplete passes, man. The clock keeps stopping. It's almost 10 o'clock in my time, and we're still 11 minutes left in this game. All right. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his left. Looking, throws over the middle, and he's got Ladd McConkey to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20. Makes a man almost miss, and Jalen Ramsey able to slow him down inside the 15, down near the 12. Ladd McConkey. Woo! What'd I say, man? Throw it to Ladd McConkey. He's got one good catch in him. Oh my God, dude. That thing nearly fell to the turf. Unfreaking believable, man. Ladd McConkey, 4 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Kamini Vidal bouncing it to the left. He's got an edge and will pick up the first down, it looks like. All right, it'll be 1st and goal from the 2. Remember, the Chargers started at their own 10 on this drive. Handoff, looking, touchdown! L.A. Chargers. Once again, I almost said San Diego. All right, we got 9:26 left in the game. Plenty of time for the Chargers to charger this one away. This season, we have seen a team score 33 in the 4th quarter, 26 points for the Texans today. So, yeah, nothing is off the table. Dicker the kicker is good. Nearly missed that one, too. Jeez. David, boo. Boo this man. Boo that man. Dude, Kamini Vidal just ran over. Who the heck was that? Oh, running over the rookie Yaya Black, number 94, to get into the end zone. Dang. David, I reject your reality and substitute my own. Just out of curiosity, what is yours right now? Let me know. Is it flipped? Are the Steelers up 22-3, or is it more outlandish than that? Oh my God. On the Steelers practice squad, they have a man named Lou Nichols III. And if you know who, if you're a Packer fan and you know who that is, leave it in the chat. Or even if you're not a Packer fan, if you know who he is. Because that is a seventh round draft pick for the Green Bay Packers. He is the only guy from that 2023 draft that was drafted by the Packers that did not make the basically the week one squad. To me, that's not an interesting fact. That's why I didn't say interesting fact, but that is hilarious. That was the draft where they got Lucas Van Ness, Luke Musgrave, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Kobe Wooden, Sean Clifford, Dontavian Wicks, Carl Brooks, Andrews Carlson, and Carrington Valentine, along with Anthony Johnson Jr. So outside of Sean Clifford and Andrews Carlson and Anthony Johnson, everybody else is not only still on the team, they are all basically starters, borderline. That was a heck of a draft for the Packers, that one. But yeah, Lou Nichols was the only guy that did not stay on the Packers squad throughout that 2023 season. Sorry, I always remember that guy because he was the only guy that did not make it onto the Packers roster that year. I think he got picked up by the Eagles and dropped catch there by the Steelers, but he's able to pick it up. Kenneth Gainwell, man, not able to haul that one cleanly and is still going to get a decent return. Justin Herbert throws a pick six. Okay. I mean, hey, that still could happen, man. Still very much could happen. Jesus, man, this graphic is insane. Holy cow, this freaking kid is a legend. Under the lights, shirtless, with writing on his chest and a crown. That is a heck of a legend right there. Quick throw to DK Metcalf, and he'll catch it for a gain of about 5. Second and 5, ball at the 42. Rodgers in the shotgun, 3 receivers on that left side. Trying to get it to him, throws it, and incomplete. But there is a flag in the secondary. It's going to be holding on the Chargers there, so that'll be an automatic first down. Tell me if I'm wrong. I did not see a hold there by Hart. Maybe it was the angle, but I did not see a hold. So first and 10, ball at the 47-yard line here. Rodgers alone in the shotgun. Looking. Throws. In and out of the hands and intercepted to the 50. He's going to the 40 and goes out of bounds. Unbelievable. Oh boy. That should have gone for a first down. And instead it goes in and out of the hands of Calvin Austin and into the hands of the Chargers safety there. That is rough. Well, Rogers had some strong words there for Calvin Austin. He didn't say it to him, but if you're a lip reader, holy cow, man. HT2148R2E, what's up? We go to the other side of the world to kick a field goal. What's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. Who's your team, my man? Who's your team? Who you rooting for in this game? Let me know, let me know. David, insert Michael Scott. This is the worst. Seastrom, oh boy. Oh boy is correct. Anyways, got work tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Seastrom, thank you, my man. Thank you for being here for most of the day, man. Hopefully work is great for you tomorrow. Good luck with the kiddos, man. Run up the middle and picks up about 2. HT, how you doing tonight, man? How you doing? How you doing? Have you been watching the game from the beginning, or are you just kind of coming in at the same time here? Toss to the left. Vidal has another first down, and he'll get it down near the 25. There is a flag, though. Everybody say bye to Seastrom. Seastrom. It's going to be a hold on the Chargers, so wipe away that first down run. And that's going to be on Zion Johnson. I think Zion plays left guard or right guard. Dang it, I was right. He plays left guard. All right. 3rd and 16 now. Ball back at the 45. So if they can pick up a big chunk here, they might be able to kick another field goal with Dicker. Down goes Herbert, and they will be not attempting a field goal here. Back at the 49, he gets sacked. Dahlia, peace out. Peace, peace. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Michael Scott meme to be like, no, God, no, no, no. All right, we got 6:35 here. Pittsburgh using their timeout to stop the clock, trying to preserve as much time as they can. Down by 19, down by a full 3 possessions here. If they can get a quick score, it can start getting a little interesting here. Kick is away, nearly got blocked. And it'll be, unbelievable. He called for a fair catch. It bounced off his fingers. And the Chargers recover the punt. That was a Keyshawn Williams. There's a question of whether it hit his hands. I'm pretty sure it did. Wow, dude. When it is going bad for the Steelers, it goes horribly, horribly bad. I don't know why, but I took the I took the Chargers' second touchdown. So let's flip those. Bam, there you go. All right. Weirdly enough, Justin Herbert's still out there. Ball at the 21 for the Chargers offensively. Once again, the Steelers just fumbled the punt return. Chargers able to recover it. They hand it off on a delayed handoff, and Kamini Vidal goes down for a loss of about 3. Back at the 25. More time is just winding off the clock. This is really what it's going to be. I doubt the Chargers put the ball in the air here. The 2 minutes that they're going to be able to take off the clock, plus the field goal that they're likely going to be able to make, unless there's a block or a miss, is going to be more valuable than trying to score a touchdown here. Another handoff, and Vidal goes down, loses another 2 yards back. It'll be 3rd and about 16 for the Chargers. Clock is now going to be under 5:30, continues to wind down. Fullback, running back, jumbo set here for the Chargers. Another run. This one, Vidal able to bounce it slightly to the outside and will pick up 3 yards inside the 25. Dude, Jim Harbaugh looks so much like his dad. It's weird. I just saw the old pictures and I was like, oh, is that? I was like, that's a weird looking old picture for a guy that's like maybe in his 60s, if that. And yeah, no, that's his dad. I was like, holy cow. All right, the Chargers do use their final timeout. They actually stop the clock at 4:58. Cameron for this kick from 42, and it is woo just inside. That thing was veering to the right, but then it just kind of tucked in a little bit. That's a little spin on that one. All right. And the Chargers now have a 22-point lead over the Steelers late in the fourth quarter. All right. Oh, man, this is a freaking beatdown, man. Jesus. At first, I thought the Steelers were going to probably run away with this one. They were looking good defensively. Their offense was able to score a field goal. And instead, dude, it's been the Chargers all the way. 25 unanswered points. First off, we still got 2 people watching, man. I appreciate you guys, especially this late on a Sunday, watching a blowout game. Insane. Ah, well, at least one team figured out how to score points, I guess. It was the wrong one. True. Very, very true. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, man. I mean, once again, Kansas City, I don't see them really not making the playoffs this year. I think they're a little too good. Yeah, they're having a little bit of a rough time of it, but that defense seems to be getting slightly better, especially in the passing game, and the offense looks like they could be explosive with the receivers that they have. They just I think they had a little bit of a rough, weird game last week, and plus they get a bye now. They're a little bit healthy. They're gonna get going. So yeah, Rodgers is having a historically bad game. It is his lowest career game in terms of passer rating, less than 20. Third lowest in yards per pass and second lowest in completion percentage with 43%. Yeah, you can tell Rodgers is not, let's just say, not very happy. All right, fair caught inside the down to inside the end zone. So Steelers are going to have the ball with some decent field position. All right, down by 22, no timeouts left. On one of the worst nights for Aaron Rodgers as a NFL quarterback. All right, Rodgers looking, throws, and will pick up 7 yards there, getting it out to Calvin Austin. Second and 4, ball at the 41. Quick throw, gets it out to Pat Freiermuth, who bowls over a defender and will be in Chargers territory down near the 45. Woo! All right, 1st and 10. Rodgers alone in the shotgun, looking, pressure down. Gets it out at the very last second, but it ends up on the ground. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. There might be a discussion about whether it was intentional grounding. I mean, he's in the pocket, does not travel past the line of scrimmage, and the nearest receiver was probably 12 or 15 yards down the field. All right, I think they're giving Rodgers the benefit of the doubt. He's been playing in the NFL for the last 35 years. We can give him one. Rodgers flips one out to the right side, and Calvin Austin once again unable to actually stay in bounds. I thought that was gonna be like a 5 or 6 yard catch, but ruled incomplete. All right, so if the Steelers lose tonight, which they look like they will drop to 5-4, and that is just a single game ahead of the Baltimore Ravens, who are 4-5 now. 5 receiver set. Rodgers looking, throws, and he will get it out to DK Metcalf for a gain of 12 before going out of bounds and a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Holy cow, man. We got 3 people watching. Let's freaking go. You guys are the best. All right, clock is stopped at 3:55. Rodgers in the shotgun, 3 receivers on that right side. Ball at the 33. Rodgers flipping it out there, and that'll pick up about a yard or 2. Clock is going to continue to run. Kenneth Gainwell probably should have just dropped that one. All right, 2nd and 8 from the from 31. Gets it out to his receiver down near the 27-yard line. That is actually to Giannis Smith, the tight end. All right, Rodgers in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Got 3rd and 4, ball at the 27. Looking, throws, finds, I believe that's Skoranek down to the 5, and touchdown! Wilson, actually, with the Steelers' first score of the game. Sorry, first touchdown of the game, Roman Wilson. It just feels like it's their first score because they haven't freaking picked up any points since the first quarter. Yeah, Roman Wilson just running a simple slant route. Some weak tackling by the Chargers, in my opinion, and there you go. 2:57 left in this game, and Boswell has made it a 15-point game. All right, still waiting on the kickoff here. Something tells me there's going to be an onside kick. Obviously, the Steelers. No timeouts left. So basically, if they don't, yeah, they're going to need to steal a possession. They're down by 2, so yeah. Yeah, it'd be one thing if they were down by 1 possession. They could kind of use the 2-minute warning as a timeout there, but yeah, there's not gonna be enough time. All right. Boswell to kick this one up. It does not bounce up, and Keenan Allen able to recover the onside kick, and this will likely be the game here. They still need to pick up a first down. All right, 1st and 10 from Pittsburgh's 49. End around to Keenan Allen, and he is going to actually pick up about 7 yards. Let's go, man. The old man. And actually, the reason they did that is Keenan Allen just set the Chargers' all-time reception yards record on that 7-yard end around. I was wondering, why is Keenan Allen still in this game? But there it is, man. The old man at the top. Sorry, most receptions, not receiving yards. Antonio Gates had 955 career catches as a Charger. Keenan Allen now has 956. They got water bottles popping off on the sidelines. There you go. Yeah, congratulations to Keenan Allen, man. That's a heck of an accomplishment. Yeah, anytime you're a leader in anything, especially receptions, yards, touchdowns, like major statistics in a franchise's history, that's you've been a pretty dang successful player. David, well, congratulations, Keenan Allen. Now sit, stay, and don't get any more yards this season. The Broncos requested this one, not me. That's fair. All right. That last play. I'm surprised that play got them to the 2-minute warning. I thought there was like 2:56 at the beginning of that play. All right, 2nd and 3. Herbert in the shotgun, running back to his right. Kamini Vidal with a run, and he goes nowhere. Keanu Benton, the man out of Wisconsin, bringing them down for a loss of 1. Dude, seriously, I feel bad for Kamini, man. His last like 4 or 5 carries have all lost yardage. Yeah, they just said his total has gone down to 90 yards. He's basically lost like 6 or 7 yards on his last couple runs. All right. They need a first down here if they want to finish off this game. Run to the left, and Vidal picks his way, gets a first down, and there it is. All right. So a final kneel down, and that'll likely be the game here, man. And there it is. Chargers getting a big win here on Sunday night, man. Able to hold the Steelers to just 10 points. Didn't give up a touchdown until the final 3 minutes of the game. A pretty dominant performance by the Chargers defense. And it took the Chargers offense a little bit to get going here. Only scored 12 points in the first half, but able to score 13 in the second here. Some big catches by Ladd McConkey. Some good runs by Kamini Vidal, man. And Chargers, man, keeping pace in a very competitive AFC West. They improved to 7-3, and for the Steelers, man, a little bit of an up and down month in October and into November. I'm trying to remember what the Steelers were. Were they 4-1 on the year? I will have to double check that. Let me see here. Yeah, they were 4-1. They won in week 1, lost in week 2, but then they went on a 3-game win streak. And since going 4-1, the Steelers have now dropped to 1-3 in their last 4 games, and they dropped to 5-4 on the year. Ah, dang. Yeah, 4-1, and now 1-3 the rest of the way. They've lost to the Bengals, they've lost to the Packers, they beat the Colts last week by 7, and now they lose to the Chargers 10-25. Sorry, 10-25. That's rough, man. Let me see here. Chargers. They started out 3-0. Then they went 1-3 After that, they're losing to the Giants, losing to the Commanders. They beat the Dolphins, but then they lost to the Colts. But since then, they have gone on another 3-game win streak. They've beat the Vikings, the Tennessee Titans, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think anybody would consider the Titans or the Vikings Super Bowl contenders. But getting a win over the Steelers, still pretty solid despite what might be showing some major cracks in Pittsburgh over there. It's one thing when their defense was giving up points, but at least their offense was kind of keeping pace for the first couple of weeks. Now, over the last 3, the Pittsburgh offense kind of showing some lack of depth. So, there we go. All right. Any thoughts from the chat here before we head out? Let me know. We didn't get a pick 6. We got a couple Aaron Rodgers interceptions. He threw 2 in this game, which is I would have to double check how many games he's thrown with multiple interceptions, but I guarantee you it's not many. It's not many. And especially with games where actually no, he did throw a touchdown. I was gonna say he didn't throw a touchdown, but yeah, the Chargers giving up a 1 late there. But yeah, either way, man. Tough game for Pittsburgh. They're dropping to 5-4, and now the Ravens knocking, rapping at their door. Little Edgar Allan Poe there for you. Is it random? Yes. Does it completely make sense? Maybe not. But I thought it was poetic. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Thank you to everybody that showed up. David, it's good to see you again, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Seastrom, always here, man. Dahlia, you were here throughout. I know you were busy today, so appreciate you. Who else? Dakota Martin, man. Keep fighting, brother. I'm glad you were here, man. I'm glad you're spending some time with us, man. Truly, man, it's a pleasure to be able to entertain you a little bit. Hopefully, I make you laugh a little bit as well with my dumbness on the stream. And then we had HT2148R2E pop in here for a little bit. So hopefully we get to see you a little bit more, my man. Appreciate you. Or lady, I don't know. But yeah, man, we had some fun people, man. The chats were popping off today. They were significantly better, man. Thank you so much, man. And like I said, the game could be great. The commentary could be solid. But at the end of the day, if the chat's not popping off, we're not really hitting that 10 out of 10 on the streams, man. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. I will catch you guys tomorrow for Philadelphia Packers in Lambeau Field on Monday Night Football. Let's freaking go, man. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.